call this call meeting of the Industrial Building Authority to order. Welcome all the folks that are new to the meeting from the last meeting. I know that we have a forum present this morning. Thanks for that. We're all here. And first order of business are these approvals. Supplemental resolution of Paulding County Industrial Building Authority to approve the final terms for the Paulding County Industrial Building Authority revenue bond. Blake, you want to address that?
I'm going to again defer to our legal counsel, Jim Woodward, who's here to handle these first two items on our agenda.
Okay. Again, the Paulding County Industrial Building Authority approved a bond resolution on September 18th with certain parameters, not to exceed numbers, principal rate, amount, interest rate, and other items in connection with the revenue bond that they're going to be issuing. From that date, they went out to the market. The winning bid was actually, it was Hampton State Bank as well for this one. The interest rate is 2.25% as well for this transaction. The principal amount, final principal amount is $4,590,000, and the final maturity is February 1, 2024, all within the parameters that were set by the original bond resolution on September 18th. So basically, this supplemental resolution approves these terms, has the same prepayment as the Airport Authority transaction, where it can be prepaid at any time with no prepayment penalty in whole and part. So basically, this resolution approves those terms, approves the final form of the contract, and the placement agreement, which basically places the bond in Hampton State Bank.
Okay. So, can we combine any of these, or just one approval, or separate approvals? So, I will need a motion for this approval. Second.
Second.
Any further discussion on this approval?
I did have a question, but he answered it for me.
All right, and call the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion's unanimous. Okay, the second is a resolution of the Paulding County Industrial Building Authority to approve post-issuance compliance policies and procedures for protection of the tax exempt bond. I think this is similar to the last explanation.
Very similar. This is
Please go through it again.
the IRS has new proposed rules requiring certain procedures and policies be in place for all government entities issuing tax exempt bonds. It's a good practice to have, and basically it has a written procedure of how to maintain the records, how proceeds are spent, who the contact person is with IRS in connection with any questionnaires. It's not a requirement yet, but basically to be proactive, I'm having all my governments approve this resolution, which basically has written procedures and policies contained within it. So in the future, probably within about a year, when the IRS does make these rules final, y'all will actually be in, everything y'all need to do to comply will already be on the minute books, and that's what this resolution does.
All right, then I'll need a motion to approve this resolution.
I make a motion on item B.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like. Okay, motion carries unanimously.
Chairman, if I may, there's been some confusion in the public about this specific bond issuance, and I know that some of the people that are in the audience today have had questions about this bond issuance as it relates to how the monies are going to be used. Commissioner Pownell's here, and he's already shown a willingness to speak today, so I would like, since he is on the infrastructure committee, for the entity that's actually going to utilize these dollars, I'd like for Commissioner Pownell just to take a short minute and explain what the purpose of this bond is and what these funds are going to be used for, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, these bonds are for, we've got a lot of unfinished, never got completed subdivision around the community. They're unfinished for a lot of reasons. The bonds were not ever written correctly, they were not called correctly, and so on. FDIC took over. So basically what we've done is we've been putting in the budget just a little bit of money, about $350,000 a year, I think, Mr. Chairman, to do these streets, and it was gonna take us 8 or 10 years to do them, and these streets are getting worse, and we found out, naturally, it's costing more. So we've worked out a deal where we could take bonds on and get them all done next spring and be done with it. We feel like in the long run, it's probably gonna save us $1.5 million. So that's what those bonds are for. Also, we've got a plan set up that when somebody comes in to get a permit on a lot, there's basically a fee on that lot to be able to help pay back those bonds, is what we're doing. And we hope to get somewhere between 70% and 80% of those bonds paid back through those. So that's what they're for, is that.
Yeah, and the remainder will be paid.
The remainder of it will be paid by the taxpayers, basically out of our general fund is what we'll have to do. But we're paying for them now. We're just gonna be paying less if we do it this way than what we would do if we just continue to do it on. So it's a position we wish we weren't in, but we're in it. There's taxpayers living on those streets, and that's what we gotta do. So, anything else? Is that good?
Okay, thank you. Just want to make clear that although the IBA is issuing this bond, the IBA is not administering these dollars, and the IBA is not making the payments on these bonds. Just like with the airport authority, we have an agreement with Silver Comet to make those payments. In this case, we have an agreement with the county to make those payments. So it's the similar situation. Thank you.
Anything else on that? Okay. All right, the next item of business is approval of the construction contract for the landscaping and entrance monument at Dallas Industrial Park to the low bidder, which is Exceed Landscape. I think we all received the bids by email prior to this. And you got a chance to see them, here they are again. I'll need a motion to approve this contract and award to the low bid.
I'll make that motion.
And a second.
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion on this?
The only thing that I would add is, this is the Dallas Industrial Park, which is on West Memorial. That is a kind of a gateway to the city, so we did want to make sure that we do a good job there. This project was designed by Pollock and Associates, who's known throughout the state for doing excellent work. They do work for the University System of Georgia, for Georgia Power, for a lot of other large entities. So I think that the city of Dallas will be very happy with the entrance and the aesthetics of this industrial park. I think the citizens of the county will be very happy with it as well.
Is there any input from the city of Dallas on this?
The city of Dallas did review the plans. They gave us a couple of comments back. We incorporated their comments into the plans, and just look forward to getting it built and having that entrance as a nice addition to the industrial park.
Okay, any further discussion? All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Okay, motion carries unanimously. The last item of business is the approval of the trench rock excavation for the airport sewer line with Strack Incorporated in the amount of $15,000. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Any discussion before the vote? Blake, you want to explain exactly where this
Yeah,
sewer
this-
line work is?
Yep, this was part of the agreement with the city of Dallas to bring the sewer line to the airport. This is the sewer line that runs behind Clear Creek subdivision, or Vista Lake subdivision, comes across Holsey Town Road and comes up to the Industrial Building Authority property. The design originally did not take into account a little bit of trench rock here on our property. So in order to accommodate the sewer line coming to us, we had to take care of some of that trench rock, which came out to about $15,000. The original estimate, I think, was about $20,000 or $25,000, so it actually came out a good bit less than what we were anticipating. But Strack is the contractor that was utilized by the city of Dallas for that outfall line. So it was not bid work, but it was done under unit prices.
Okay. Any further discussion on this motion? All right, call the vote. All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. No opposition, it's unanimous, passed. That's all items of business on the agenda for the day. I'll take a motion for adjournment for the meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second,
Second.
all opposed?